Good afternoon, everyone. It's Friday, March 6th, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Wanted to give you an update what's going on across the Pacific. The most that we have of interest right now is happening down in the southern hemisphere, and that's something that we're looking at coming around the 14th and 15th. The other swells besides that from now until then are looking pretty weak. A little bit of wind swell that's moving down the coast for Monday and Tuesday. A little bit of a swell combo moving in for the 11th and 12th also. You can find out more details on that on my SoCal Surf Report on wetsand.com. The most significant thing happening today is finally the confirmation of that southern hemisphere that's going to be headed our way. Still got about 48 hours to go for the final burst of it to be coming through on the 15th, but it looks like something will be definitely coming through, and right now we definitely have some swell coming through on the 14th. Don't overhype this swell. It's not going to be all that big when it first comes in, but it does have some potential to get actually quite sizable by the 15th if everything does work out over the next 48 hours. So I wanted to show you what we're up against today on the models. This is what's happening right now. So today I'm going to be concentrating on the southern hemisphere models, as that's what's going to be bringing us swell. This is the current analysis, and you can see that's the first system that I want to talk about today. Going to be moving more towards Chile. Got some pretty good sized seeds to it, probably about 36-foot seeds, but you can see that that was starting to move off more of an easterly trajectory, but there's something coming in behind it. Looking out on the 24-hour model, there's a second system moving up behind this one. This one looks like it's probably going to move in a more northerly trajectory. We can see that moving out another 12 hours. This is the 36-hour model. See, that second system wants to build and move a little bit more toward the northeast. And then if we move out another 12 hours and take a look at the 48-hour models, that guy should start moving up toward the north. That's really good news. If this 48-hour model has it right, then we're going to see some definite sizable surf being thrown our way from the south. You can see this is moving out a little bit more toward the 60-hour model, still holding some 30-foot seas as it progresses forward past the 40 south longitude mark. So that's really a good trajectory for us. And still holding together, even pushing up toward the 30-degree latitudes. This is quite a sizable fetch for the type of trajectory that would be bringing us some swell. Looking at the angular spreading decay on this is a view of the energy. These are actually the periods that are moving along. You can see the first system here, that's throwing all of its energy more toward the east. Not a lot was headed our way. When we take a look at the second model out here, this one out 96 hours shows that energy moving more towards the north. And that's really good news, especially from that second system. So it looks like we wouldn't have much angular spreading decay out of that. So it looks like some sizable swell would definitely be thrown our way. So if we put that all together, this is kind of what it looks like. And here it goes, starting to form. You can see a real nice momentum. First fetch just threw us a little bit of stuff. Second one moving up northward. Take another look at that. Beautiful. It just moves a little bit to the east, but that second one behind it looks a lot more favorable. That's all really quite a pretty view, but not knowing exactly what all that means when you calculate out the numbers to really appreciate it, I wanted to show you how that all works out. I wanted to show you some numbers. You can use this also over on my wavecast.com site. Go over to wavecast.com and click on calculator, and you can put these numbers in and see how this swell works out for you too. This is what it looks like. This is actually calculating the second swath of swell, which would bring us the more significant surf. The first one that would be hitting us around the 14th would more or less just be around chest high or so. But this one, using the calculator over at wavecast.com, you can see that we'd probably be looking at 17-second periods, 36-foot face heights. I'm calling an angular spreading decay of about 15 degrees since that one's going to move more directly to the north. That would result in an angle of just a little over 180 degrees for us. The distance is only about 4,200 nautical miles away. Time to arrive about 7 days. That would hit us around the 15th. And then we're looking at maximum wave face heights in the 8-foot zone. That's the maximum wave face height, taking into account shoaling, all the various decays that would be associated with this. And that would be for the standouts by the looks of things right now on the 48-hour models. But we're still dealing with some long-range models. Still looking at this system, the second one, the most significant one, forming in around 36 to 48 hours to its peak. So definitely I'll have more information on my wet sand report, the SoCal report there on wetsand.com on Sunday. So we need to keep an eye on that. We definitely have something headed our way, though, for the 14th. We know the first swath is headed our way, but that's not looking all that significant. Probably about chest high by the looks of things right now, maximum. The second one has a lot better hope. I don't want to hit the hype alarm bell just yet, but it looks like we could see some overhead surf at some breaks that could pick up that 180-degree angle. But we have to see what happens with this over the next 36 to 48 hours to make sure. Then it's only 7 days away for swell to hit us, so we'll have plenty of time to make some plans for it. Need to be patient, though, and see exactly what happens over the next couple days. In the meantime, if you want to check out all the ETAs, wind, weather, tide, and more, you can always check out my SoCal Surf Report at wetsand.com.